So I've been called all kinds of names for urban mining. I don't know why, but I guess everyone has their haters. I've got my haters, and some of the haters are criticizing me for urban mining, teaching my kids about urban mining copper. They said, I don't think I've seen anything quite as desperate as this for some time. And they're all laughing. Oh, stupid. Urban mining the copper out of the pennies and 2p's. Someone else said, I wondered what had happened to him. And you have to feel sorry for kids like that. They feel sorry for my kids because I'm teaching them to urban mine copper out of the 2p's and 1p's. I don't understand why they're like that. But anyway, that's fine. That's their choice. So for those who are interested in urban mining, it is an incredibly good thing to teach your kids. This has happened all through history. When the Romans and the Greeks, when they debased their coinage from silver to copper and then from copper to iron, those who had the sense to take out the valuable coins before the other ones, the debased ones, replaced them, were very happy. And I think the same opportunity today. For decades, the UK now has had copper in their pennies and 2p's. The copper penny is 3.5 grams. The 2p is exactly 7 grams, so exactly twice the weight. And you can see here, I've been called stupid man for doing this. And you have to feel sorry for kids like that whose father is a complete nut job. I'm a nut job for teaching my kids about monetary history. But if you do want to do this, the 1p coin pre-92 was all copper, 3.5 grams copper. It's not 100% copper, 97% copper. And then from 92 up until 98, they went to iron. These are worthless slugs, just made to look copper, but they are not copper. And then 1998, for some reason, for 1 year, they went back to minting copper again, 1 and 2p coins. And then from 1999 up until today, they're all steel, iron, worthless, really. So if you're interested in keeping the copper ones, look at this chart. This is very rough estimate of the value of the 3.5 grams. That's a penny. There was a time when it started, 3.5 grams of copper was worth less than a penny. So the 1p coin was actually worth more than that amount of copper. And then it soon became worth less than the amount of copper inside. And then it went to double. It went to 2p. It went to 3p. Now I've projected out there. So that's my projection for the next few years up until 2030. I think it'll go up a long, long way because it's something real and the currency is getting debased, but I cannot prove that. Time will tell. But at the moment, it's worth about 3p, 300%. If you can stack 1 metric ton of pennies and 2p's, which a lot of us are doing, it takes years to do that much, you're going to get 300% return on that. And I think that will just keep going up. Plus, I think they will be worth more than just scrap value of copper because, well, for many reasons, it's perfect barter items. If the dollar collapses, then the pound will collapse soon after. And if you have real copper, 1 and 2p coins, I think you'll be able to buy bread, milk, cheese, eggs, goods and services. If they're copper and a magnet, you can check if it's copper or steel. I think they'll be worth more than that. So at the moment, a 1p coin is worth 3p. A 2p coin is worth twice that, 6p. Because, of course, 3.5 grams of copper in a 1p coin and a 2p coin is exactly twice the weight of copper, 7 grams. So a 2p coin is actually worth 6p now. And it doesn't take long to get a kilo. What you do, you go to the bank and you ask for coppers, please, I'd like pennies. You give them a £50 note or a £20 note. Say you wanted to do £20 and they'll give you bags of 1 and 2p coins. You bring them all back, and with kids or grandkids, it's a really nice, fun thing to do. Teach them about monetary history. Use a big magnet. You suck out all the ones that are not copper, put them back in the bags, deposit them back at the bank, and you'll you soon build up a kilo of pennies and 2p's, and then you want to get 10 kilo. And the goal is 1 metric ton. A lot of us are doing this urban mining. We want to get to 1 metric ton of copper before the penny and 2p is discontinued completely. And you'll exchange £20 for copper 1 and 2p coins. You'll put a magnet over it and there'll be no copper left in there. The smart people are sucking out the steel ones, depositing them back at the bank and keeping the copper, just like ancient Greece, ancient Rome, and today. So as well as silver, of course, my channel mostly I talk about silver, but copper is number 2. I love silver, and copper for long-term stores of value.